Hi everyone, welcome to Amplify Learning. Today I am going to cover basics of structural engineering. Let's start the topic, our first topic that is the what is structure actually. My first question that is the I will cover that is the what is structural engineering. I will explain the what is structural engineering. That is the structural engineering is a branch of civil engineering that deals with the analysis, design, and construction of structure, so that they can safely resist the different type of load, force which are coming in the structure actually. Structure include various things that is the structure include the building structure include bridges, dams, towers, flyovers, stadium, any and then and there is various bridges also, famous street bridge, truck bridge, suspension bridge, everything. And this structural engineer always ensure the structure that their structure will be the safe and stable, strong, durable, and obviously economical also. And very important safety first for the structural engineering and the civil engineering also. And the second that is the basic elements, which the basic elements is used for the structural engineering. That is the we all know that beam, column, and slab. What is a beam actually? Beam is the we all know that beam is a horizontal member. The first word that is the beam is a horizontal member of a structure. That is the in your picture, in this picture, that is the what is beam? It is beam. It is the horizontal member that is the beam actually. Now this beam transfer the load from the slab to the column. This is beam. And after that, this load will be in foundation. This beam resists the bending and shear forces. Obviously, this beam resists the bending and shear forces. This element is called the beam. Is this beam? It is beam. It is beam. And it is beam also. Yes, okay. Next, what is that is column? Column is a vertical member. Which is column? This is column. This is column. This is column. Not only the vertical member, these vertical member carry the compressive load or axial forces. Yes, axial forces or compressive load. It is the leg of a building. Transfer the weight to the foundation in this column. Transfer the load from the beam to the foundation. And then it is transferred to the soil. This beam resists the axial force and buckling. The beam resists the axial force and buckling. And column. Column resists the axial force and buckling. What is beam resist? Beam resist this beam resist the bending force, bending and shear forces. What is slab? Slab is this one. This one is slab. This is the flat and plate-like structure. This is the slab. It's forming the floor and roof of a structure. In building, we all know that that's the floor is called the slab, and distribute the load across the supporting beam. This slab transfer the load to the supporting beam, and after that, this beam transfer the load to the column and column from column to the foundation and then the soil. Okay. Next one that is the load. There is various load. We all know that is the dead load, live load, wind load, earthquake load, snow load, impact load, very other load. Yes, that is the what is dead load? What is dead? This is the dead. Uh, whatever material is used, they have a load. Yes, whichever section is used in the structure, they have a load. This load is called the dead load. There is no any other live load, any other. I not include any other snow load, any wind load. Only the dead load, the weight of the structure actually. Dead load is the structure's own weight actually. What is definition? The weight of structure itself and permanent fixture, constant and predictable. The own weight of the structure that is called the dead load. The first is live load, that is uh, um, live load. Actually, the people in the building, they will work. The furniture occupancy, if any furniture you will move from anywhere to other position, that is called the live load. Yes, that is the various variable load from occupant, furniture, environmental factor. Yes, that is called the live. Yes, what is dynamic? Dynamic means that load change with the time. Change with the time is called the dynamic load. Dead load does not change with the time. It obviously permanent. Your materials weight is permanent. Your section weight is permanent. After some days, it will not reduce actually. But the dynamic load, it will change with the time. Dynamic load, it will change with the time. The sudden force like mm, earthquake, wind load, that is the impact load. It is called the dynamic load. This load, then like as or dynamic, your seismic load, it will change with the time. That is called the dynamic load. Your wind load, it will change with the time. Now wind is blowing, but after some time it will not. So your wind load also change with the time. That is called dynamic. What is the some basic definition? Some basic definitions. I am that is the what is deflection? What is deflection? Deflection deflection is the actually deformation. In this structure, you can see that it is a structure. It is a structure. It is a pin joint, and it is the concentrate load. And for the load, it the structure will deflect in this way. Structure deflect in this way. So it is called the deflection due to the load or any due to the old load or any other external force. It will deflect. That is called the deflection. Here is here is the definition. You can see. Next one, that is the deformation. Deformation. What is deformation? It is the change of deformation means change in shape, size due to the stress and strain. If structures, shape, size can change due to the stress, needs and strain, that is called the deformation. Okay. What is next? Next is the displacement. Displacement. What is displacement? Displacement actually changing position, structural element, structure, changing position of structural element or a point from its original location to any other location. That is called the displacement. If location change from any original posted location to any other location, that is called the displacement. Why displacement? But due to the applied load, any external load, any temperature change, the structure will change. That is called the displacement. What next? Next, that is the rotation. What is rotation? Rotation means rotation means a structure can rotate. A structure can rotate around a fixed point. A circular movement of a structural element. If structural if structural element can move from about a fixed point or axis, that is called the rotation. Yes, what is structural engineering process? Very important things. Structural engineering process. We use various software like StatPro, AutoCAD. Since structural engineering design software, that is the StatPro, ETAPS, MIDA Civil, CSI Bridge, Revit, any other software, the main things, the main things of the design process. That is, first one is modeling, second one is analysis, third one is design, last one is detailing. What is modeling? Modeling means input the material properties, section properties, load properties, that is called the model. After that, the model will be ready. You have to do analysis. Yes, you have to do analysis. What is analysis actually? Analysis means the analysis is to determine the stress resultant and displacement in various members. Actually, analysis means the which member uh, the bending moment and shear force in various member you have to calculate. That is the for this purpose you have to do analysis. After the analysis, the result you will take the result, then you will do the design. What is design? Design is provide the adequate member size, reinforcement, connection details, so that your structure will be able to withstand safely the calculated load strength. That is called the design. Determining the material, size, location, structural element is called the design. Yes, after that is the detail. Next one. What is statically determinate structure and statically indeterminate structure? What is statically determinate structure? That is the it is the equilibrium equation. We all know what is equilibrium equation. That is the fx summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, and summation of m equal to 0. Yes, it is the three equilibrium equation. Yes, it is the three equilibrium equation. That is the first one, summation fx is equal to 0, summation fy is equal to 0, and summation m is equal to 0. It is three equilibrium equation. If the force and reaction can be calculated using three equilibrium equation, that is called the determinant. If cannot, if cannot means if your unknown reaction force will be more than your equilibrium equation, so that you cannot calculate that unknown force using the equilibrium equation, that is called the indeterminate structure. Yes, means that is called the indeterminate structure. What is determinate structure? That is simple truss, simple supported beam, basic frame. It means in this structure, means truss, supported beam, frame. In this structure, your force and reaction can be calculated using equilibrium equation. But what is indeterminate structure? Continuous beam, fixed end frame, complex bridges. In this structure, your unknown forces means unknown force and reaction force. You cannot calculate it using only the equilibrium equation. Then you have to calculate any other compatibility equation, any other equation for your result. In that called the indeterminate structure. Okay. Next one, the materials of construction. What is the if I say that the structural material of construction, that is the main construction material. If I say that is the first one is we all know the cement, very popular cement, ordinary Portland cement, Portland pozzolana cement, OPC, PPC, rapid hardening cement, any other cement. Yes, and any concrete plastering, then steel, then timber, brick, stone, any various various construction materials are used. We all know. So three we just include here, that is the steel, concrete, and timber. But many other are there. Glass also, uh, cement also, stone also, brick. Any various materials are there in the market. Next one, very important thing, that is the load path and failure mode. What is load path? What see, load path means the root of the force of the structure. Load path means the route through which load travel in structure from point where they are applied to the ground safely. Means if load act here, how the load act when load act in this position, how this load transfer to the foundation safely. This load total path is called the load. First one, that is the load is coming to slab. Then after that, I told him, I told her that is the it is a slab. Load is coming here in the slab, the floor roof section. Load is coming here. After that, it transfers to the surrounding beam. Yes, there is the horizontal member. It's the horizontal member. Then after that, this beam would transfer from the slab to the column with vertical member. This vertical member, this column is transferred to the load foundation. It is called the total process, total path is called the load path actually. This is the load path. This is the slab. After that, it will come to the beam. After that, it will the column. Then it will the foundation or footing. After that, it will the safe bearing capacity soil. It will distribute it to the soil safely. It is called the load path. It is the definition. That is the what is definition? Definition is root force take to a fail structure from application point to foundation critical for safety. That is the definition. And what is failure mode? Failure mode is the way also. It is the way in which a structural member fail when subjected to load, stress, any other environmental effect. In simple word, I can say that failure mode describes the how structure break, collapse, deform, and become the unsafe in this process. How structure unsafe in this process. The total in this how structure break, collapse, deform. This process is called the failure mode. There is the definition, the failure mode. What is failure mode? That is the buckling of column buckling. Next one is a yielding, yielding of a beam, shear failure, foundation settlement, and settlement. If it is the settlement in the foundation, that is called the foundation settlement. सोइल सेटल कर जाता है तो if soil settle due to the load of the structure, that is called the foundation settlement. It also the failure mode also, and the shear failure and yielding beam also a failure mode. What is analysis? This is the what is analysis and what is design actually. Actually, analysis is a process. It's a process to determine the stress resultant. Bending stress resultant like bending moment, shear force, displacement in the various member of the structure under the given loading. After it is the further I will explain. I am explaining that is the due to the load we examine the we due to the loading we will determine the bending moment, shear forces, displacement in various members. That is called the analysis. What is design? Design is the next process after analysis in software actually. It's the next process in software, that is the design. After the analysis, we will design. Why design is necessary? Design is means the provide the adequate member size. Provide the adequate member size, reinforcement, what how much amount materials is needed for the structure. That is the design actually. But to enable the structure to withstand safety and calculated load effect. It is called the design. What is next? Next is the dynamic analysis, frequency response, and design code. Many code we will share later. Actually, uh, seismic load, wind load, pile foundation, and RCC beam. um, till this foundation, still every code we will explain later. What is first? That is the dynamic analysis. Dynamic analysis, what is dynamic? Dynamic load is the change with the time. I told you the change with the time, that is called the dynamic. This is the dynamic analysis means the load due to the load analysis, which load will change with the time. Like as earthquake. Earthquake is a dynamic force. It will change with the time. That is called the dynamic analysis. Frequency response. It is examining the how different vibration frequency affect the structural behavior. How different vibration frequency affect the structural behavior. That is called the frequency analysis. Then design code. And it is some iconic engineering feat, that is the pyramid, bridge, Burj Khalifa, Brooklyn Bridge, Burj Khalifa. Yes, yes. And it is the whole structural engineering topic, whatever we will cover in our next upcoming videos. This series is mainly essential for the structural engineering student. Further, I am just telling that there is the mainly structural engineering student. In future, we will upload our experience as a structural engineering student in and future internship opportunity also important software also and the about the placement opportunity we will prepare you and the students the placement for the various companies. We will cover in our next upcoming videos. Actually, after that, we will parallelly upload the many software that is the AutoCAD, StatPro, ETABS, Revit, Finders, Civil, many software we will cover also. And so subscribe our channel for to be notified for the upcoming video. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Do leave a like. And for more such educational content, subscribe.